Good morning and welcome to Messed Up Gaming. Today we're going to be playing City Skylines 1. And I've decided to pick the map here that they're calling Islands. And they've named it Rockwood, so we'll go with it. We'll tick left-hand traffic because that's what most of the world uses, and that's what we use in Australia. It's got a good range of minerals, and I had all the connections, so I thought this would be good. Now, I haven't played this before. My kids have. They love it. They've got a number of DLCs and mods and things, but I've got no DLCs loaded and only a couple of mods just to make the game look better, or so my kids say. It will look better. So we'll go with it. But yeah, I wanted to play it completely vanilla just to see how it is and what it's like, and I thought I'd bring you guys along on the journey to see as well. We can all learn together. So we'll just wait for this to load. And hoping my computer will be able to handle this game. Okay, so here's our starting tile. Cool. So we've got an island here, hills, train line which loops through, and some sort of artifact of a timber yard or a railway crossing, something there. Not sure what that is either. I can't quite make that out. There are some ruins on these islands my kids have showed me. So having a bit of a look, my kids have explained that this fluorescent greeny area here is some sort of fertile land for farming. They said once I get the city established, load the industry DLC, and then I can farm that area. So we'll see what that's like. I'm thinking I am going to put an airport on this island and run the train from here through the farmland or around the farmland through my starting square to the airport here. I'm thinking of rejigging the highway either on the outside or the inside. I'm thinking on the outside of it because I'm thinking of putting a harbour here as well, because I believe that is a cruise ship. So if we're assuming it's a cruise ship, there must be some sort of cargo ships there. So let's get into it here. This tile looks fairly flat if we look from the starting spot. Looks fairly flat. There's a bit of a hill on the right hand side. The left looks flattish, and then it drops away. We are dropping away to the highway. That's all right. And if we move down to this side, okay, so it does drop off. Where's the edge of my tile? There it is. Okay, so I can only just make out the interchange from here. And if we cruise down to here, this is a nice low spot. Looks like the water's flowing down over some rapids out to the ocean. Oh yeah, look at the boats out here. Awesome. Cruise ship. Cruise ship. Yeah, if we put an airport here, maybe a cargo port and a cruise ship thing, we can turn this into our go-to destination for everything. Okay, that looks pretty cool. Okay, let's start building. So I'm gonna orient this way so I can see what I'm doing. My kids have given me a quick demo on what I should do, but then I told them to leave it to me because I don't want any preconceived ideas. So they did say to go with the small concrete road because it should unlock a dirt road. Beauty, here we are. And they also mentioned that we've only got so much money here. So what I want to do is, I don't want to be burning through money in my budget because I've got no taxes, no loans, no nothing. Okay, so let's start planning our city out. I want to do industrial up by the highway because of the number of trucks I'm assuming it's going to generate. I want to have that there for farming and maybe a road up to the highway as well. And fill the rest up here with residential in some description here because people like looking at planes flying, and that should be a decent enough gap for noise, but we'll see how we go. We might need to plaster some trees along here or put some sort of wall in, but I know people like watching planes. My kids do. So let's have a look here. I want to do a single road down. I don't need two roads. So let's go. What have we got here? 200. Let's go 100 out, 60 up. 60 right now. Where's the center here? That looks to be center based on those grid lines. And so does that. Cool. So let's get rid of that. I want to go... How far down do I want to go with this? I reckon I want to go down probably 5 more. Just want a decent amount of area at the top. Then have a road come downwards towards my airport island just to split the city in two. What's that? That looks like 5. And it is beauty. Okay, now what I want to do is come out. Let's go out 2. So we'll go industrial area. And then maybe we'll do some high density offices and residential along here once we get rid of some of this industry. And we get offices, which I'm being told will soak up a lot of my industry workers. We can have low density here and push the low density up towards where the railway line is. So let's go down. I want to go down probably... Let's go down 5. That looks an easy number to do. Alright, we'll come across 1220, I reckon, so we can have a little strip in the middle. Yep, cool. Let's do a couple more. I'm just going to build this out. I do want to put a road in the middle, so that should be 500. Cool. And we'll go to that. Let's just do another one. Right, that's our residential to begin with. Now, industrial. I don't want to have as many entrances for industrial, I don't think. So what I'm going to do is go up to 20. What I want to do is keep my residential and my industrial separate. So what I'm going to do is go up 220 and along, up 220 and along, and I'm going to turn this here into my main street. So let me just demolish that. This will be my commercial area here, or my industry. Let's go. So 440. Yeah, then that should line up with that. I'd say yes, it does. Cool. And then the residents have got a way through, and we can keep this as our main drag strip up and down the city. So I want to go up another one, and just split this out a bit more. Now here, how do I connect this up? What have I got access to here? Single, 2-lane sidewalks without parking. Side with parking. I want no parking. So let's go to the curvy tool. Is this going to allow me? Yes, it is. Cool. Doesn't look the best. Cool. So that's our main street in. Not sure about having 3 lanes into 2 lanes and into 1 lane, but we'll see how that goes. Now, before we run out of money, I need a power station. What's that going to give me? That's going to give me 7, 8, or 40. Oh, I'm going 40. What's that cost me? That cost me 6. This cost me 19. I'm getting a ton more. Okay, so where do I want to put this here? I want to keep it away from everything else. So let's start it off there, I reckon. Keep it near the highway, because it's ugly. Now, for water, what do we have here? We have pipes. A pumping station pumps water to the city. Water tower, you don't really have those where I am here. And waste drain pipe. Avoid pumping sewage upstream. Note the drain pipe always requires a pumping station to work properly. Pumps out wastewater. Well, that looks awesome. That does. Okay, so let's go freshwater first. Which way is the water going? Down here and around this corner. Alright. I'm going to go... I want to get this as far away from upstream as we can. Put this one downstream. Let's connect these up with some pipes. Cool. We need pipes through the city as well. Let's put one down there. Pop should really go under the road, so let's join that up. If I put one up here, that's not going to really work. And we'll work out how we're going to connect these little suckers up. I'll just connect to there. And to there. And we'll do one to there. Cool. So how do we get that to there? Let's go down. Right, that's connected. Now I need to connect power to them, I'm assuming. Power lines. That's the main strip. I don't want any trucks on there. So any buildings there. So I'm going to go down to here. Along our main strip. To there. And let's just put you there. Doesn't look the best, but we'll fix it up later on. I'm assuming as we build houses out there, electricity will follow as well. Right, so now we need some zoning. 1, 2, 3. Keeping zoning off there, so we'll go that, and that. Some industry will go there, there, and there, because I want to keep this free. Probably will need some shops. Let's put shops there. Give them some shops there. Okay, let's see. I think we've got everything here that we can do. We don't have any other abilities here. Let's kick this game off. And hopefully we get some of these cars that are over here coming into here. And here are our first houses. This is awesome. Cool. What do we got here for houses? We've got 2 stories. Singles. Little masonettes joined together, as we would call them. It's like a little set of units there. Cool. I like it. Now, you guys are all wanting electricity, are you? Okay, let's go to there. Right. So we haven't got commercial built yet. Okay, but that should join it across. Okay. Let's see how well this goes. Is that going to join my commercial? To there. I may, but I doubt it. That's alright. So we've got first truck coming in. And what are you delivering? If I can click on the little sucker, you are going to the coal power plant. Okay, and you're going back. Okay, so we have traffic going and coming and going for each one. Right, so to keep in mind here with the traffic situation. Looks like we've got a bit of a natural dip in here. It's not too bad. Here come our first set of residents, though. They are rocketing. There's motorbikes. There's cars. What else do we have here? Awesome. And we've already got 300 residents. This is going really good. Let me just rotate back around. I'll try not to keep swinging the camera around, so I can imagine that's going to get annoying. Building. Alright. Sports car. What have we got here? Subarus. We have more houses coming in. Great. Doesn't look like we've got any more demand for residential or industrial at the moment. But that's 370, 390. We should be hitting our first milestone. There we go. Little hamlet. 400 people. That was quick. That took only a few minutes. So it's giving us taxes. Good, so we can raise some more money. Garbage, healthcare, education. I'm liking it. So we've got primary school, as we would call it, elementary school. We call it primary school here. Medical clinic and landfill for the garbage. No recycling. That's interesting. Okay, let's get rid of that. We want to then... First thing I want to do is do my taxes. So let's bump these up. Now, I've been told I can go to 12% without causing any issues. So let's do that. Let's just check our budget while we're here. For electricity is good. Water is good. Okay, let's speed back up again. So we've got garbage dump. That is ugly. Where do I want to put that? Not there. Let's just go there, because I reckon then we can fit another one next door to it, because I'm sure we're going to need more than one of these things. Right, we've got a health clinic. I want to put that on the residential side, I reckon. In line with the shops, and I want to keep it off our main street. And we've got a school, elementary school with 300 kids. And the same one, same prices. I'm going to go this one. This looks like a nice old-fashioned school. So let's drop you in there. Cool. And while we're here, we're still at $13,000. So I'm going to add a small road. I want to try and get the city walkable. I've been told by my kids that the more walkable I can make the city, the better. So let's see what we can do. If I just extend this down to here. I see we're hitting the edge of the map. Well, not the map, but the edge of where it drops off. So we won't be putting houses on this side until I've got some landscaping tools. Cool. Let's extend our main road down. We're doing every second one up. That'll be that one and that one. Let's extend that up as well. Ready for more industrial. We're waiting for it to tick over for the next milestone, and we need some more houses because the indicator's going up. I need some more houses here and here. Yeah, I'm going to keep that, I reckon, as a maybe a walkway along here and there. Get people walking a bit more if we can. Commercial. Do we really need more commercial? We do. Put a few more down there. And Worthy Village, 800. Wow, we're cooking through these milestones. I'm assuming these milestones will get longer and more spread out as we go. So we've unlocked another tile. Districts, policies, not interested. Fire department, police, and unique buildings along with forestry and agriculture. New policies with power. So we got a police station. 2 police stations, an oldish and a new one. Same for the fire station. So let's get these down. I want to go... I like that. Now I want to keep the fire station and the police station off the main strip. So we'll go fire. Put the police right next door to each other because they usually work in tandem where we are. Unique buildings. I'm not really interested in signs, and I've got no money for any of that stuff. That's budget. We haven't unlocked anything else. Power. Okay, let's bump the power up to 100% then. What's the water situation like? Water's alright. What happens if I bump that up? Doesn't really cost me much more. So what I might do is just bump this up to 100. And that way I don't have to care about it for a while. Oh, it's finicky. There we go. Cool, cool. We are making $1,200 roughly a go. Let's spin this back up again. A bit more speed. We need some more industry. So let's paint out another square or 2. We'll go 3 just for the hell of it. We also need maybe a little bit more shops down here. Okay, we are cooking along nicely. What else did we get access to here? Nothing. 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 What's that? That's a high school. I want a high school at 1,200 people. Oh, that's not going to take long. We're already at 1,000. We're growing by 50 a day, a week, a day. Cool. So the little city is growing. It looks good. I see we have got some pollution here from everything. Something to keep an eye on, maybe. The biggest fan of that. That looks ugly. But then again, it's industrial, so it pollutes. Makes sense to me, at least. So we're still building in. We've still got money. Now, how quickly are we going to hit this little milestone here? 1,200 should be any day now. If we're hitting 50 people a day. Just wait for the next milestone to show up. And it's getting there. It's going up and down, up and down. Watch this. As soon as I click this to put down another set of roads, I'm sure it'll pop up. So let's just build this area right here. Not sure what I'm going to put down here, if I'm going to go for more industrial or not. Can I put another road? You were just wanting to ping to something, are you? And there you go. As I said, as soon as you start doing something, it flips over to tiny town. So we've got landscaping. Awesome. Parks. Some new policies. 4-lane roads, 3-lane, 2-way, 4-lane, 1-way roads. Quays, canals, not interested. Ooh, fencing. Parks. Oh, yeah. Playgrounds. What's that? Small park, small park. Small park. What else do we have down here? A library, not really interested. High school, I definitely want that. Bouncy castle. Yeah, definitely putting a bouncy castle at some point. Dog park would be good. Basketball courts. Tennis courts. Okay. It's pretty cool. Let's just speed this back up again. I did want to go up to 20. Just put that out while we're here. Park. I would have put in a playground. Where was he? Small park. Small playground next to our school. Because the school needs a playground. So, mate, whoever's house that was is gone. Now, high school. Right, let me extend this down. I'm going to put my high school right next to... No, what are we doing? 500s, that's right. And we've got tons of demand here for residentials. Let's just chuck down 1, 2. Let's put our high school in. High school, 1,000 people. 1,000 people. We're the same price. How big is that? That's ginormous. That's small. Let's go a small one. Let's put it next door to the primary school, so they can transition easy. What do we have here? I saw basketball court. I'm sure I did. Basketball court. Awesome. Let's put him right next door. Sorry. And now that's water. We're out of water already, are we? No, we're not. We need water pipes, though. Let's extend. Water pipe down. So, mate, you can have some water there as well. We've forgotten about them. Right, now, what are we going for piping here while we're looking at it? And while we're here, let's just join these up. You're not going to join? Why are you sitting right next door to each other, not joining? Weird game mechanics. Right, that's got that sorted out. Cool. So we've still got demand for residential. Let's get some more residential housing in. Let's go that one, and that one. Over here, we could build out some more roads. Ooh, can we go one more? Yeah, I don't mind that. But we're getting a bit close. Now, is that a power problem as well now we've got? Power, 44, 40. I need money. I need 19,000. Okay, we've got blackouts. What have we got? Loans. 20, 60, 40 to 50. This one's cheaper. I'll take that and then worry about paying that back afterwards. Power station. Let's just put another power station right next door to the first one. How's the garbage going? 10%. Yeah, I'm going to chuck another one in right next door to it. 2 is always better than 1. Power's good. Water's good. Garbage good. Primary school. We need another primary school. Wow. Okay, so this area here is getting filled. Okay, mate, I'm sorry, but I'm going to take your house. And we are going to put another playground in next to it. And we've got a gap in the middle. What do we have here in landscaping? That's terrain, paths, gravel, pavement. What a gravel path, looks nice. So mate, there goes your house as well. Okay, that gives me a path there. So let's go a path next to this park as well. Just to get a bit of walkthrough. And we'll just knock out a couple of these homes here. Just see what else we get built. See if it just fills in the gap like that one is. That's a lot better. Cool, we're doing well. What else do we have here? Fencing. Trees. Awesome. What's that? That's trees. Content creator trees. Yeah, okay. Ooh, I like the look of these. What's that? Eastern cotton. Palms. Generic pine trees. Young linden. Oh yeah, I've watched a video of one guy who was using lots of young lindens. Oaks. What's chestnuts? What does that look like? Zoom in. Oh yeah, I like that. That looks like a gum tree to me. And that is kind of cute. What is that? Bush? Okay. Ground cover. And we put Boomtown. 2,200 people. We've got another square. Cool, which we don't really need. We've got 2 now. We've got transport buses, more buildings. Ore specialization. We've got recycling. Okay. When do we get a recycling plant? Highway interchange, I'm not interested in. Highways, don't really care at the moment. Bus only highways. 4-lane bus. Bus expressway ramp. 3-lane one-way with a bus. 12 booths. Bus depot. Ooh, cemetery, elder care, and a child health centre. Child health increases birth rate. Ah, yep, good, cool. Where you go for your checks and scans. A elder care nursing home, let's just call it a nursing home, and a cemetery for those people as well. Okay, let's zoom out. Where are we going to put that? I reckon down here where the water is, and they can watch the rapids. So let's just build I reckon around here would be a good spot. If we go out, let's do something different here. Let's go 45. How do I get a 45? Let's go out 1, up 1, and then 45. Beauty. Cool, that works. And I want to go 1 that way. Let's go 1 square this way. Where are they? Under health? Yep, cool. So we're going to go the elder care. We'll put you, I reckon, there. Let's put the cemetery right next door. Out of city limits. Oh, well, that's annoying. Okay, can I move this? City limits. Okay, let's shorten this up then. Let me see if I extend this to there. If we go, is that now going to let me put? And it does. Awesome. Wait, let me move this then. Put you next door. Okay. Fix that. That's a bit horrible, isn't it? Okay, let's see if we can fix that. I don't like the look of that. So let's move you up to there, move you to there. Landscaping tools. What do we have? Soften level. I want to create a level area. Let's get rid of that, and that. Now, we would have picked, say, that spot. Let's go bigger brush. Give it some beans. What's that like? And let's just soften any bumps we've created. Along here. Soften that up a little. We'll fix that afterwards. So if we go back to That looks better at least. Can I move that back to there? Wrong side. Okay, that's still not doing what I wanted to do. What about if we put the nursing home on? Oh, stupid thing. Must be out by ever so much. Right, this is that. What? Cemetery. Are you going to fit there now properly? You are. Cool. So let's get rid of that road. Let's move that up. That fits. Let's give you some water. Let's get rid of that and that and that. I'm not sure what that bit's doing. Let's just move you away from the cliff a little bit more. You're up against. Can we do? That's the best we can do there. Okay, because we haven't got the tile. Oh, well, that's just silly, that is. I mean, honestly, look at that. Okay, that's softening up a little bit at least. Yeah, I wonder if I can get a path around the outside of that. Okay, we'll come back to there because we need more residential. Let's go that, and that. We will extend this road along here. Extend this out. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here, but I am going to extend that down. And I'm going to join that up so we've got ways in for our residents to move in. We need some shops though. Let's put in a couple corner stores here. Let's go there. 3x3, a 4. Shop near the nursing home? Why not? We'll go 3x3 there. So it's a bit more walkabout. Let's put a shop opposite the high school. So mate, your house is gone. That's better because high school kids love shops. They get the snacks, whatever, for lunch as well there maybe. Right, so we've got residential. We need some more industrial. We will fill in that square. How much more industrial do we need? Let's go that one and that one as well. We'll see how we go here. So we've got electricity, water, garbage, education is doing well. Don't have university. We've got happiness. It's not bad. Health, one sick. One buried. Childcare, we're birthing 21 kids a week, which sounds really bad. Or week. We've got some sick. We've got one sick senior. They're gonna live for 70 years. Awesome. Pollution. Yick. Oh yeah, look at that. Now what's this doing here? This is pumping raw sewage. It appears into, well, the river and the ocean. I mean, honestly, who thought that was a good idea to put that in the game? What country would be pumping sewage in to the water like that? That's just horrible, that is. In this day and age, that should not be allowed to happen. But we've got our residential. We've got going there. Now, there's paths I saw here. Yep, cool. I want to put a path around here. No, you're not going to let me do it. Okay. Now, my kids have told me turn that off. Stop all the shenanigans here. That's better. We're not going to be able to go around those trees, am I? It's going to be getting a bit close, maybe. Oh no, let's see if we can do it. Yeah, we can. Great. And back to the road. Cool. And maybe we will go just for something a bit different. Let's just create a bit of a loop to there. And join that up. I like that. Residents can come out and have a walk. There's no way through that. They've got to come to the front door. Okay, yeah. That works for me. Now let's connect this up with some electricity while we're here. Is that going to kick it over? Or we still got no electricity? That's working, that's working. Yep, awesome. We've got electricity working. What is that? That is a hearse. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Well, unless you're going in it, then it's not pretty cool. So we've got some trees. We're waiting on our demand to grow. Let's go a few trees here. What do these look like? I'm going to dot these around in here. I can't put any there because that'd be just too easy and too smart. And it's not going to let me put one in there because, you know, again, that'd be too simple and too smart. What else do we have here that's a different colour? What's that look like? Oh yeah, I don't mind that. Cool, cool. And these over here as well. What else do we have here that we can put down? Rocks. Yeah, rocks. Elderly people don't really care about rocks. Okay, not a lot there. I can search now. What do we have here? Actually, what do we have in our parks? Nah, park. Oh, we like parks. Park with trees. That's ginormous. What's that? A small park. That's not a bad size. So if we were to put that there, people can then go with their elderly parents and what have you to the park. And we could put then shops just there. We had a fence here, but I don't think I can go a fence. No, because we're too close, because that'd just be insanely easy, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm not going to go a fence to the front either. What do we have in here? Small trees, small trees, small trees. Wild hedge. Tall grass. Tall grass is big. Wild hedge. Oh, I'm going to put some of those in as well. Don't think I'm getting it quite straight. But for those of you that have ever done landscaping, you will know how hard it is to get things straight when you're putting them in. Or you might put them in straight, and then as soon as they start growing, they're all over the shop. That doesn't look too bad though. Let's put another one there. There's a bit of an entranceway. I like that. Now, what else do we have? We went back to parks. No, no. Parking, not really. Ooh. Pavilion. A fountain. A high level bench. What's a high level bench look like? Okay. That's a bit gaudy and bright for me. Kiosk. We don't need kiosks. We don't need a statue. Street lighting. Or parks. Okay. And some planter boxes. I reckon I am going to go. Is there a front to these things? Oh, there is. I'm going to go there. There. I'm going to put one over here. So then the residents can sit in there, stand in there, whatever they want to do. We'll also go a park bench. Because I know elderly people love to sit down. I can't zoom any more than that. It's turning you around though. Put you there. And put one in there. And we'll just check a couple more. in here. So you can at least look out at the water while you're, I don't know, whiling away the days or whatever you do in a nursing home. Cool. I like that. That looks really good. Okay, I'm going to come through and green this up once we get enough people in and I fix this foreshore, because this foreshore here is horrible. So let's speed this back up again and see if we can get to the next target. I'm just going to landscape this. I want to come out level, build this up a bit more. So let me just build this up, and I'm going to soften it up. And it's not going to let me go past that line again, because that just makes life too easy. So we'll just soften this up here a little bit more, just to blend my quick hashing of build up. And that's obviously not happy because the power lines are now in the ground, but that's alright. Fix that up later on. Cool. So that looks just a little bit better along there. Yeah, I like it. We'll fix it up afterwards. Now, what are we going to do over here? That does drop off. Not that bad. I might put a path along there once we finish this road. So let's just build this road here out some more. So we've also got some more demand coming in. So if we fill that, and now down here, what are we going to do here? Let's turn that snapping thing back on again. I want to come out probably 300. Can we wiggle this road? Like this is going to continue, or we might just go from there around. So let's just turn that to there. How does that look? That doesn't look too bad, actually. Yeah, I'm not unhappy with that. Let's fill that in. What else we got here? Do we have shops? Let's put a little shop in there and there. Corner stores. Okay, we're doing all right here. So we've got more industrial demand. So we'll fill those in. How are our landfills going? Good. Okay, quick check. Well, we'll wait for the next milestone. We've got electricity. We need more electricity. Wow. Okay, let's check another one of them down because we have no options for anything else. That's good. Water. Okay, we'll add in another water. That's sewage there. And we will go water here. You're working at it. Yep, cool. You're pumping. We've got electricity connected everywhere. Yep. We've got water. Electricity usage. That's insane, the amount of usage we're using here. School, 600, 500, 1,700. That's getting close, but that's alright still. We've got lots of trucks up here. So we want to increase this road. 4-lane road. And in, and what I'm going to do is make this first road here. At least the road going in each time, a 4-lane road. Just to try and get the trucks to use it a bit more. Can I get trucks coming out of here? Can I go to there? No, it's not going to let me. Can I go to that and to that? Yes, I can. Awesome. Now, do we have a better three-lane road? Right, that gets some of the traffic off of here at least. So the trucks are pulling in and out of there. That works for me. Cool. So our next milestone should, I'm assuming, coming up soon based on this little circle down here. We do need more residential. I do want to build farming here, so I might push out there maybe, because our growing is stagnating. Where's our next milestone? Is 4,200. Right, I need some more people in. Let's push. And I might just put in temporary, and then after the milestone, have a think of what I'm going to put in here. This is the end of the main road. I'm not going any further. So what I might do is go some housing here and here. Yeah, I don't mind that. And then we'll see how we go. We'll just expand it out a bit more. The grid is working. In Australia, we do love our grids in some cities, especially in the suburbs. And then as we go out a bit more, we push and break up the grid depending on the terrain, the roads, the existing networks, etc. So that's better. Now we're growing nicely here. I do want to put down a path. I'm thinking around from there, joining into here, and then around. So I might do that once we hit our milestone. And here we are, busy town. There you go, 4,200 people. That's pretty good for less than what we've been playing. Under 45 minutes. Cool. So we've got some policies, more buildings, public transport, free public transport policy. Okay. We've got 2-lane roads with trees. I like the trees. One-way road with trees, some bus only expressways, some 6-lane roads. Cool. More roads with trees. What's that one with trees? Medium. Trees. Okay, increased land value. Trees with wide sidewalks. I like it. Police headquarters, fire stations, different power plant. Okay. We don't really need. I wouldn't think we need a hospital yet at the size we are, but probably some more of the other ones. Medical centers and that. So that's pretty good. We'll see how we go. I'm happy with that for a beginning city of 4,200. Next episode might add in the industry DLC so we can do that farmland, and we'll keep expanding out our little town. But yeah, I think that's really good. I'm happy with how we've gone. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. See you next time.